Hey guys, how's it going? Mr. Colin96 here, with, as you can see by the title, an Saber deck profile. Now, this video has a new intro, which you will have seen, and that's going to be my new intro from now on. I've got a discussion video coming up about what's going to be meta in the next format of September. And yeah, this deck profile is going to be of how I'm going to run this deck for the September format. So yeah, we'll just get into it. Alright, so to start off, I run one Air Bellum. I ran it at 2 last format, but then at the end of last format I realized I was just siding the second one out game 2 every game because it was too cloggy and it was bad against all decks, so 1's too good. Ragigura, still just for the Foul Troll loop. 2 partial. It's kind of bad. It can kill you sometimes, but it's also good to go instant rank 5s, because you set it, they attack into it, next turn you go rank 5. I run triple Foul Troll. I only have 1 at the moment, or 4 Troll, however you want to say it. But I only have 2 at the moment. I run a 3rd, but I don't have it on me. The same with Bogart Knight. I only have 2. I don't have a 3rd yet. But I run Foul Troll. 2 I found was a bit not good enough because I wasn't drawing it, and I wasn't able to use it with search it out with Dark Soul enough because I didn't ever have enough on the field for Dark Soul search, or when I use Dark Soul searches. And then Bogart Knights, with 3 Bogart Knights is just too good in this deck. Triple Emma's Blade. Just cut down your deck, and it's good for the to go Emma's Blade. They attack at Emma's Blade. It's good for swarming decks when you just set this, gets destroyed, and then you go Emma's Blade, that gets destroyed, Emma's Blade, that gets destroyed, then Dark Soul, then you get a search at end phase, and they've wasted all their attacks. Triple Fulham Knight. It's your main level 3. And it negates an attack and can special summon when you destroy. And it's a tuner, so. Triple Dark Soul is search, and then you also run your search spells of Rodar and 2 Tenki. Now, I only ran it at 2, so when it got hit, I didn't really care. I can still run it at 2 in my deck, so it's all good. So, on to the rest of the deck, we got Dark Hole and Book. My only single staples for spells, and then triple MST. I need 2 more Gold Ghosts. Sick of having 1 Gold Ghost and 2 commons. But you need money for that type of stuff. That's it for spells. For traps, run the single bottomless. It's because it's a staple. Run Fiendish Chain, because I still see hand traps being bad. That's why I don't run Veilers ever. And I don't like hand traps, especially in this deck, it's bad. I side them in because they're good against certain decks, but not in main deck. So yeah, Torrential Tribute is staple. I run 2D Prisons, but I don't have them yet. And then I got 2 Mirror Force, that's staple. 2 Starlights, mainly because I still run a lot of back row, and a lot of people I've talked to said Starlight Road's going to be bad this format, but if you think about it, with the format slowing down, Light Swans could be a thing, so those JD. Black Rose is still a thing, so there's that. And there's quite a few other aspects we didn't think of, or those people didn't think of. Just because heavy's hit does not mean that back row destruction has been. So, and if they don't run back row destruction in game 1, you just side them out. Double saber hole and double e-call. That's still really staple. Just staple X-Saber stuff. Oh shit. So that's the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck. And now we'll go extra deck. Alright, so we got Zen mains. Zen mains pops. If you know me, then I love pops. Strike bouncers, because if you get double 4 troll and nowhere to go, you can go into bouncer, have a 2/7 beater that can negate and then inflict 1,000 and then destroy. So yeah. Armory Arm, it's nearly impossible to make in this deck. I believe the only way to make it is Ragigura and 1 level 3, but it's still there for if you can make it. Beast. Beast is just a beast. That's simple as. I also run Catasta, but I don't have one, and Barkion, but I don't have one. Flamvo Quizzaz. I still prefer him over Gaia Knight, mainly because every time he inflicts damage he gets an attack boost, and he has piercing, so if you play your cards right, he can become like a 5/7 beater, and that has piercing. So he could potentially win game, especially if you're going up against Marshmallow. Double High Only, just back row destruction. I need another ultimate. Soza. Soza's just too good. You can get rid of an X-Saber, like tribute an X-Saber, and then go unaffected by traps. You don't have to worry about back row, or you can go destroy any monster it attacks, and then just run over whatever monster they have. I also run Black Rose, but I don't have one. 2 Stardusts and Gotems. Stardust's a staple, and because you run 2 Starlight Roads, but you can also make them. Gotems is just Gotems. It's a staple in X-Saber Extra decks. I also run a Star Eater, but I don't have it. So this deck needs a lot of work to finish before I actually run it. I will go into side deck in a second. I just want to say there will be a lot more deck profiles on this channel, because my team only does real life deck profiles, and we barely ever get time to record them. And at least here I can say and do whatever I want. And yeah, there will be a list of decks in the description. And if you want me to do a deck profile on any of them, let me know. I will be doing one on Fireburn as already, so you can ask for that if you want, but it'll just give... I'll probably record that and it'll probably be up in the next few days anyway. But the rest of the decks, if you want a profile, I'll profile them. Alright, so let's go into side deck. Okay, so Puppet Plant, I still see Prophecy as being a thing. So basically, they go reveal free, summon Priestess. Okay, I know I have this in hand. Next turn, get Priestess, use Priestess for Synchro. If you I don't know what level Priestess is, but use Priestess as a Synchro, or just use it against them. Double Kaiku. I don't know what decks these would be good against. I just side them in because they are possibly good against certain decks. I know they would be good against Lightsworn. And I don't know what the meta is, so what the meta is going to be. I made predictions in my video, but I don't know what the meta is going to be. So, Kaiku's like, come at me, nigga. Okay, I'm sorry, that was really racist. Double DD Crow. Because DD Crow's DD Crow. I see it being really good this format. I've run it in side decks since I got 2 of them. So yeah, that's basically it. Double Battle Fader. Boojins are going to be a thing. And when they go Ophidian, attack directly, you're like, no, Battle Fader that shit. And that's how I see it being. Now into spells, system down. I see Mecha Phantom Beasts being a thing. Now that E-Dragons got hit, I see Draco Sack going down a lot in price, meaning Mecha Phantom Beasts, they're already really cheap because a lot of the deck is like really cheap and easy to get. So there's that, and I know a few people who are playing Muck in a Gadget or Muck in a Gear Gaia or stuff like that this format, so I hate machine decks, so piss that shit off. It's also good when they go Limiter. Oh wait, no, it's not a quick play. I was going to say when they go Limiter, you can play that, pay 1,000 destroy. But yeah, it still destroys their whole field, leaves them open for attack. Oh no, it banishes them all. It also banishes from grave. I did not know that. I thought it just destroyed. So it's pretty good that 1,000 gets rid of their whole deck. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Battling Box is a machine as well, so. Now for a card that people, when I told my team that I was going to side this format, they're like, why? And I read its effect. It is really good. Double Extra Gate. Now this is probably like a 10-cent super from Photon Shockwave. Yes, 10-cent super from Photon Shockwave. It has no downside to it, other than the fact that you may have to discard a card. But you play this, say, game 1 you're versing a deck. Say you're versing possibly, I'm trying to think of a deck. Say Blackwings. You're versing Blackwings. You know they run Armor Master because they used it against you game 1 to piss you off. You side in these. You draw 1. Play it. Declare a number between 1 and 12. You say 7. Your opponent banishes a level 7 from their extra deck. And if they don't have a monster of that level, you discard a card. But because you side it, you know they have a card. You know they have that card in that there, so you don't have to discard. I would side this in if they didn't play extra. I mean, like if they didn't use any of their extra deck, just in case I go up against the deck, like say I'm going up against Blackwings, I can just assume Armor Master or Armed Wing and I just call it. And what, a discard card that's not even bad in this deck, because Fortroll will just bring it back. And it also cuts down your deck if it's bad. Okay, so Prohibitions. Prohibition is Prohibition. I've always run it and I always will. It's just too good. And then I run 3 of this, but I only have 1, and it's Heraldry Record. For the same reason that I run Bouncer, to stop them from using Extra Deck. For those of you that don't know what it does, it's a super that came out in Number Hunters, and when a face-up XYZ uses an effect and pays its cost to detach, and it detaches its own material. I don't know why it says its own material, but you flip this, it negates the effect and destroys it. So basically it's just, I cited one in last format for Draco Sack, but I'm just going to use Big Eye as an excuse. Say you're versing a deck that can go into 7s, they're just like, Big Eye, detach to a monster. I'm like, no, destroy it, get rid of Big Eye. So yeah, that is how I run my deck. Like I said, in the description will be a list of all the decks I haven't profiled for this format that I have. Fireburn won't be in there because I'm already doing a profile on that, and it'll probably be up like straight after this because I'll set them to upload at the same time. So yeah. Also, I am hoping to put up a lot more content later on. So if you have any ideas of content for me to upload, then please be sure to let me know, and I will try my best to do that video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yu-Gi-Oh! All the way.